Hey, how you doing today, guys? Working Wednesday here. We're trying to just get some people in here. We're gonna be working on Chuck the dump truck here tonight, and maybe a Chrysler 200. My buddy, this old lady's Chrysler 200 broke down, and we just towed it over here. So you might get a little education tonight. I'm trying to set up my live goals so I can make this a shoppable live. So if you would share out the post and tap that screen and look in my showcase, I would. That'd be awesome. Trying to get paid to, work on my own things here. It's my ultimate goal. And if you guys have any car questions, go ahead and ask me in the comments, and I can start getting to them. Because while I'm working on this truck, I don't really exactly. And this item down here, you guys should really be checking this item out. It's pretty good. I love the Alpha Dip. Anytime I'm getting ready to, start a project or trying to get fired up, I'm putting in an Alpha Dip, you know what I mean? Especially if it's something I don't want to do. I was almost late for this, but I went back and got my gimbal. We got some little lights, maybe I can see a little something out here. Get this place lit up like a little movie studio. You definitely gotta have your Alpha Dip. I mean, if you haven't tried one of these, go ahead and click that link and get one, because, I mean, they are a little bit of energy, a little bit of focus, a little bit of make it feel good. They're not too pricey. They taste great. Not addictive, but you just might like it. You know what I mean? So, I want to know in the comments what you guys are working on tonight. Working Wednesdays, I want other people to be working on their projects too. That's kind of my goal. You know what I mean? My goal. I got a lot of goals here in TikTok. This is one of them. So I don't feel, if you work on your own stuff, maybe what it's like to just be out all alone out there working on your own project, right? And then maybe you don't even want to work on your own project because you don't want to be all alone. And then you might have one friend that's like, hey, I'll come help you, right? Let's go do it. Won't be that bad. And that kind of camaraderie really speaks to me, you know what I mean? And that's kind of what I want to create here on TikTok, is a community of people that are working on their own projects. And every Wednesday night, we can all get together on TikTok and work on our projects. So I want you guys to tell me what your projects are that you're working on, what you're doing, a personal project, not a project that you're just doing for somebody or whatever, a personal project. This is an LS swapped F-150. It's definitely a personal project, but it's like a working personal project, right? So tonight, I think I'm going to be trying to look into getting my shifter cable hooked up. I'm going to be trying to look into getting my trans cooler ran. And that's what I'm going to be doing. Mostly. I've got a misfire in cylinder 2. Not too bad. But it could be worse, you know what I mean? So I've got, look at this, guys. I'm stepping up in the world. TikTok, and I've got 2 phones. Can you believe that? Getting a 3rd phone too. I got a S21 in the TikTok shop the other day for $169, and that was a pretty good deal. I went to the guy's page and I went to his live and I said, I'll buy that phone if you put it in your next flash sale. Bam, flash sale, 39%. I wonder if you can, how do you share your own live from your own phone, you know what I mean? Maybe I gotta do it on there. You guys share out the live here so we can get to the FYP page and start, get my shizzle a little bit out there, you know what I mean? Where are you going, buddy? Hi. I think my gimbal camera's a little dirty. Going a little. I'd say nimbly bimbly, but I guess that would be nimbly gimbly. You know it. You guys want to be eventually, I would like it to where other people working on their stuff, and we can have co-hosts on here, other people working on their stuff, kind of together. You know what I mean? Support through TikTok. I know that everybody can't just drop whatever they're doing tonight and come over to your house whenever you want and help you work on stuff. So that's why I'm feeling like TikTok's way better, because we could both be working on our own stuff, still be hanging out, still be talking. Still, when you're working on something by yourself, sometimes you just need somebody to talk your problem out with and be able to work it through. Sometimes other people just see things different than you. They see things that you don't see, and that's a real advantage in having, a shop buddy. Doubling down today. It's been a long day. You've been watching my videos. I know about the mower I fixed today, and it's time consuming. It was back tiring. So. That's why you don't normally see me banging it out. You know what I mean? But I'm banging it out tonight. How you guys doing? A little loaded? Yeah, ain't we all? I want to see if this transmission cooler will work for me. Get this running. My next stage was probably going to be working on the exhaust, but I didn't think that would be very good working Wednesday content, under a vehicle, grinding and welding the whole time. So I'm gonna do this trans cooler. I've got these little these pins over here, and I want to flush this. I want to be able to, before I hook this up, put it in gear, flush it out. One end in a bucket sucking, one end in a bucket, the opposite of sucking, and then when it starts running new fluid, I was it'll be done, when I turn it off. And I've got to figure out how to mount this. I don't know exactly where the best place is. This radiator has a trans cooler, but if you've ever had a 4L60E, get you one of these babies. You know what I mean? Must have. I could probably just put it in there like that and see what kind of hardware it comes with. You need anything out of the TikTok shop, let me know, and I can pin it for you down here so we can get this TikTok live thing, go in. How you guys doing today? What are you working on? It's Working Wednesday. What are your projects? I forgot to put that in the title. Does anybody know what the title of the live says? Can you let me know in the comments? Still learning a lot about TikTok Live here. But I am stepping up because I got 2 phones now. So nobody's gonna call me in the middle of my live like they did last week. You know what I mean? Learn that lesson. Three shoppable lives a week. This would be one. It's one of my shoppable lives, and I'm really gonna need you need an alpha dip. I got one in right now. Look at that. You wanna do something with your mouth? That could be it. It'll just make you feel better. See what else we get in this here kit. Transmission cooler kit. I got this hat off the TikTok shop too. If you're interested in that. Zero fucks given. That's how much, about how I'm feeling about it too. This truck's got a missing cylinder too. This truck over here. And, yeah. Zero fucks given. I'm just gonna drive it. Maybe it'll fix itself. Maybe it won't. But I'm gonna check it out. Alan's Hot Rod, welcome to the live. How you doing tonight, bud? What are you working on? Thanks for sending those likes. Make sure you check out my showcase down here in the meow box. Looking at getting that trans cooler mounted in here tonight, I think. At least see where I want it. Make sure I got enough lines. Probably not. Was working Wednesday. Let me know what you're going to be working on this Wednesday. Does anybody know if a trans cooler matters if it's mounted with the hoses up or down? It's a real question. If you're going down, I would go down, you know what I mean? Makes the most sense. Up and down or left and right? It's up to you, that's what it says. What do you think? Now let me know in the comments which way would you mount this trans cooler. Alright. So would you mount it like this? Or would you put it in here like this maybe? And run the hoses through that little hole over there. I think I'm going to run them through that little hole over there. Run them up along the frame rail underneath. Well, that was an easy decision. How you guys doing tonight? It's working Wednesday. Feel free to ask me any car questions you got in the comments. I might not be an expert, but I do know how to try. You know, as much as I hate working on cars, I seem to do it all the fucking time. That's alright. You're here with me now. I don't have to be miserable and alone. I got my TikTok friends here with me. Both of you. Probably not enough hose. If you know anybody that's over at AutoZone, tell them I need some 11-30 seconds hose, like 8 feet of it. 11-30 seconds. See if this is enough. This is like barely enough, I think. So, yeah. See if it fits. I've got these on Amazon to stick in the side of my 4L60E little hose clamp. So, it's an 11-30 seconds hose, and I need like this much of it. Like 4 feet of 11-30 seconds hose. But, you know, with Napa being closed, I'm not like holding my breath on it. I've got another hose in there, but I've already cut it. So, might be able to find the other half of it, but I really don't think I have it. And now I've just got it in a loop. So when I clean out the middle of that truck, I'm gonna mount my trans-cooler. Maybe try to mount the hoses, the grill in, you know, that stuff. You know, check it out. If you can help me, that would be great. That's what, you know, Working Wednesdays is all about. Is if, you know, if I can help you out with a little bit of advice, if you can help me out with a little 11/32 hose, that's what we're going for here. Do I know a 2014 Chrysler 200S would overheat? I would say that would definitely be related to the cooling system. Radiator fluid, how it's flowing, you know what I mean? I think those would be the #1 causes of a car overheating, you know what I mean? Lack of antifreeze, water pump failure, thermostat failure, head gasket, worst case scenario. Wouldn't stress that one. Yeah. Yo. I reckon I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Keep on talking about it. Now, I did work on a Dodge product the other day. I don't know if you watched my video from yesterday. Doing a serpentine belt on a Dodge Avenger. And I'm not so sure if that's the same. I think it is a 2.4 or a 3.4 liter Dodge engine. And it had the water pump pulley that ran some kind of shaft to the other side of the motor, and then there was a lot of plastic and O-rings over there, and that was where some type of fluid was leaking, definitely, or antifreeze, and it was definitely an interesting system that I had never seen in real life, you know what I mean? IRL. I'd never seen it. What's that do for you? How you guys doing tonight? What are we doing? What are you guys working on? I need to know. I'm working on Chuck, the 79 F-150, the LS swap dump truck. Alright. Now, I've wanted a dump truck since I was about 3 years old. And Sunday, I got the honor of driving my very own dump truck back to my house. 42 miles. The rig hadn't been on the road in 20-some years. So, not only did I do something that I've wanted to do since I was 3 years old, but I also drove the oldest vehicle that I have ever driven. And it's really probably the heaviest vehicle I've ever owned. It's an F-350 dually S69 with a dump bed. And I'm breaking a lot of records with it. I need some old timer to come tell me how to use the PTO, the dump. I got a fella in mind. We'll measure this here. I'm like about 6 inches apart, you know. Because I don't even really need this up so high, probably down low would be better. I don't know if my new Marketplace buddy's watching me tonight, but this morning on Marketplace I made a new friend. He's supposed to be watching all the things talking here. See how good we can do. As long as I get something done every day, every Wednesday on this for three, a couple little hours here until my phone dies or whatever. Like it's coming along pretty quick. I've been working on it a little bit here and there too. I forgot to TikTok live fucking around Friday because it was kind of impromptu, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna try to be doing milking it Monday, working Wednesday, knocking around Friday, and I know there's got to be other people on TikTok that do projects, but nobody ever comments saying that they have any projects. But for real, somebody's got to have a project that's like a personal project. Like I can't be the only one that has a personal project that they're trying to get done. You know what I mean? But maybe someday somebody will comment. Some people have, you know what I mean? I can't say they have. I had to go rescue a friend off of the interstate due to a overheating vehicle. And I tell you, when you're out there on the side of the highway and those cars are zinging by at 80 miles an hour about this far away from your head, I'll tell you what, kind of a rush. You know? Not in like a good way or a bad way, you know what I mean? But by the time you get back in the car and on back on the road going, you're like I just try not to think about it while it's happening, you know? Probably move you over here so you can see what I'm doing. That'd probably be the nice thing to do. Sorry, I was getting those things through there. Now I don't have to hold it anymore. This thing, like little tray, right? This little cart turns into like my little mobile office. I got my keys and my drink and my dip and my other phone, you know what I mean? But it's nice because I can wheel it around with my gimbal here, so I'm really actually kind of coming along with this stuff. I mean, third working Wednesday here and we got 3 people in here. That's crazy. But I do want to know what you guys are working on. What are your little projects you got going on? Well, everybody's got little projects. I guess people are still going to hear my phone if it's right next to it, but last week somebody tried to call me and they like paused my line and I was like, oh my god. So then I found an old phone. Faux show. I think I'll be able to get that line shoved on there. Doesn't look too bad. I want to shove it on there before, but I don't know. I'm going to need it to do the flush. So, I've never done a flush like this, but I've been told, right? So, feller help me out, you know what I mean? I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. You can see what I'm working on here. Chuck the dump truck. Can't say too much, it really goes off the truck. flows off the tongue, you know, because you got to think about it, you know. How much wood could a wood truck chuck if a wood truck could chuck wood? So, send me some likes if you even thought that joke was funny, because I think it's pretty funny. I think I'm just going to go ahead and send it. Anybody out there that's got a 604 L80 combination? I'm looking for one, 2-wheel drive. Let me know. Get at me. Hit me up on the interwebs and let me know if you got one, because that's what I'm looking for. It's not for old Chuck here, it's for the other one. My other 79. With not so bueno head gasket. Also, if anybody's looking for a 400 modified and a T18 transmission with a blowed head gasket, get at me. Because not messing with that. There's a lot of resources on the LS motors. I think I would rather try to mess with one of those than something that only 12 people at county know how to work on, because they're old enough. So that's why I'm LS swapping a board. You know what I mean? It really is. Still got $400 left in my budget. So if I don't spend that $400, I've made $400 to LS swap this truck. I've done everything myself. The tuning, the wiring, the rebuilding of the first motor, installation of the second motor, yeah, car trailer is like exactly like my car trailer. That's why I was kind of tripping out there for a second. I thought I was the only one without fenders on their car trailer, but guess not. What are you guys' projects? What are you working on? You guys got any projects? What would you like to work on Working Wednesday? That's what I want to know. You know, if you could live stream with me here, what would you be working on? Got a project truck? A project car? Got a go-kart, got a slow kart. I do think I'm gonna go try to get those things in, because kind of really wasn't what I should have been doing. I don't know. There's no order of operations for me when it comes to do this stuff, because like the list is so long of all the stuff that you have to do. The LS swap something that I'm just gonna dive in. Like I don't need a list to check off, because it needs everything. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking about, I'm gonna bring some stuff out here, and then I'm gonna transition to working on the inside and doing the shift linkage, I think, and then I'll be able to put it in gear, and I'll be able to see, maybe jack up the rear end, put it in gear, see if we got movement. You know, I've got a new U-joint around here somewhere I gotta find. Doesn't every box truck, project truck have just like a random tote of stuff sitting in it? Old shit blankets, man. Now that's why we're not even gonna need this. I mean, I want to hear this baby, you know what I mean? Gonna have to check out my latest Honchero video if you want to see a mower in the back of a short bed Honda Accord. Brake pads, very good. Take my cart to the public domain out here. That's what we're doing. Taking this live to the streets. Good hinges. Yeah, I have those. Sorry, the gimbal doesn't roll. You know, I need a gimbal that like is on an RC car that's like human tracking. So what I gotta do in here is I've got to figure out where I'm gonna put my shifter, modify my little center column here in such a way to accommodate a B&M short throw shifter McDonald's. These are pretty important. New door seals. I love it when trucks come with new parts. Yeah. We'll just put that back there for later. Just put that back there for later. You know what I mean? I have put a new heater core in since then, so I'm doing alright there. LED light. Never know when you need those. Mucho important. Would be pretty cool lights. I mean, look at these babies. I mean, can you see them on this? You know what I mean? Running lights. Kind of an impulse buy. But a good deal is a good deal. You know what I mean? Just because it's an impulse buy doesn't mean that you can't have an impulse buy that's a good deal. We'll get this place cleaned up, yeah. Don't worry. If you ever told me I'd just be hanging out talking to my phone, cleaning a bunch of shit out of a truck I'm working on, might not have believed you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to get these training lines in before I go. Getting this all in my way here. So, sorry if it gets boring. You know, sorry, not sorry. But I'm trying to get these old training lines out. Which I think I just cut the line before, so I didn't actually pull this training, never mind. I just got this one. Marketplace, you know what I mean? Always on the marketplace. Drop my shoes. Oh, what are you doing? You're supposed to be face tracking area, right? Probably be better off over here. There you go. It's over here, buddy. You guys ever taken these clips out? You know, sometimes they just go. This one didn't. I maintained it. How you guys doing today? What are you working on today? Working Wednesday. It's supposed to be about your projects you're working on. I'm working on an LS swap dump truck. What are you guys working on? Let me know. Sorry, this is so boring. Where? Well, I got it off. But I did drop it. Well, look what I did find. Found a fuel injector clip, so that's cool. What are you guys doing tonight? Are you working for anything? Working Wednesday? I want to know a project that you want to work on Wednesday nights on TikTok Live. That's what I want to know. I will be right back. You would not believe where that clip is. Hanging on. Right next to the entrance of the train. This is a quite invaluable tool. Most people might think, why would anybody need a stick on a magnet? You know what I mean? Magnet on a stick. You have ever dropped something and were scared to touch it because it was going to fall into somewhere you'd never see again? Just get you a magnet on a stick. Save your life. Save your day. Get these little clips out. No problem. Magnet on a stick. Pretty nice day here in Indiana. Know where you guys are at. Let me know. And like, I would love to not do a tranny flush on this, but that fluid is horrible. Yeah.
Hey, I don't think that was 11/30 seconds. That'd be a super small hose.
It's for a transcooler line.
Okay, so can you use 3/8 for it?
I don't know. The hose that came with the kit is a 3/8, right? Is 11/30 seconds. And then the kit, and then whatever I have here is a little different. But really the 11/30 seconds works pretty good. 3/8 might work.
Okay, they don't have any in others.
Oh yeah, they probably don't. It's probably a Napa thing.
Okay.
I don't think they have any at O'Reilly's either.
Yeah.
So.
Alright.
Alright.
Nah, say bye.
Yep. This is a little LS test hose. Gimbal doesn't follow me over there, I guess. He's blinded by the light. I'm gonna go ahead and put my dipstick tube in, just in case I drop one of those clips again. Seems like a pretty dang good idea, you know what I mean? That's a dang good idea. Here we go. Yep, shoot them thing. Gonna poke this down in there. Little trans dipstick tube. Almost dropped a little clip in the hole, so let's go ahead and make sure that never happens. See how low we actually are. I really do want to do a flush. That fluid that just spilled on the ground looks gross. Definitely super dope. Alright. Go back inside. Let's go back inside. See if I can't get this hooked up. You can be able to see jack shit. Cause my face is gonna be down in there. You know what I mean? That's okay. It's working Wednesday. No. Stand around and look stupid on your phone day. What you guys doing today for working Wednesday? Working on anything? I'm working on a dump truck here. Old Chuck the dump truck. Chuck the LS swapped dump truck. If you will. You know what I mean? Normally, I figured out you can get these lines in if you put the clip in first and then put the line in, but that didn't work that time, so I'm gonna take the clip back out and then try to get my little thing in there so I don't have to just use the factory line and shove it over there and put a hose clamp like everybody else does, because it's gonna be more complicated than that. Got my screwdriver up there. Hey, I'm over here, bro. Gimbalize my hair. Jeez. Scrambled eggs. Making me hungry. And this transmission is a tight fit in here, but I think it's doable. is one of my least favorite parts about doing any kind of transmission work is these stupid little clips. I swear. I'll mess with these things for hours a while. Typically just about holding your mouth right. Not like there's a comfortable way to work in here. This is what happens when you Ella swap it inside. Get in there. Yeah. Yeah, we're never gonna see that again. Try the other one. Work on finding the other one later. You know what I mean? What else can you do? What's this fella trying to do out here? Hey! You can't park there! You can't park that thing over there, bud. That's an LT one, not an LS. You can't park it over there.
It is an LS one, you dick.
Well, now that I've successfully dropped both of those clips and I don't know where they're at. Time to try to find them.
I didn't know all Kevin's neighbors were sitting outside one of those.
Oh, that's Dave.
Beans.
Dave loves that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Do a burnout from him.
People are on the live feed there.
Well, they gotta give me my cat goals before they see that.
Ah,
They gotta earn that.
yeah, that's,
You know what I mean?
that's
You
an
can't
earned
just
one.
get that kind of stuff away for free.
What is it?
I have been.
What are you giving away?
Free burnouts.
Oh.
Yeah.
You should have seen me drifting out of the car wash.
Did you get his 11:30
Didn't
second?
have it.
No.
Yeah, it's hard to find hose. Napa is literally the only place in this town that has hose.
Yeah.
So you better get
I don't think that's 11:30 seconds though, because the one he pulled.
Well, tell me it's not 11:30 seconds when you look at the hose and it says 11:30 seconds.
Oh.
Oh.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Now the hose that comes off of the training lines, yes, 2/8. The hose that goes on those new little training line stubby things that come out of the side of the transmission that I
That
bought
makes sense. That's what was throwing me off the
are
whole time.
11:30
was-
seconds, and this is 11:30 seconds. Which I think you really have a hard time getting a 3/8 shipped on. We might, you might not. I don't know. Depends on how you hold your mouth, probably.
hold your tongue ring?
No, there's like, I found both of them. Oh, yeah. So you know normally you can like put these clips in and then shove the hose line in or whatever, and it clicks in there? I can't get it to do it. Right when I start to try to do it on TikTok Live, it doesn't let me do it.
Can I borrow that drain pan? Or you still use it?
I'm not using the drain pan now.
Yeah, well, yeah.
There might have been a little in that hose, but came out. What you got about
I can't imagine that there'd be a whole lot in the thermostat, but as soon as I say that, I'm going to pull it off. It's just going to be like,
Yeah, put a blanket or something down in there too, or wipe it up with a towel right after, you know. Throw it out there. There's gonna be something, whatever's in the hose.
It's going to be a little bit.
And basically some of these messy things that should go on the floor.
Actually, ATF is.
I like need to clean up.
Well, I mean, not that I have experience in that, but you know, ATF is technically a detergent.
The detergent.
About to learn something new today, Tiki Talkers.
You might learn something on it.
No.
I knew that. Power steering fluid, you know, it's all technically oil.
Yeah.
I've never struggled so far hard in my life to be able to get one of these little training lines to go in there. Well, I was gonna perhaps go ahead and compare it to my line here to see if it's in fact different size. Yeah. It does look the same size. That's good. See if we can get in here. This is Chuck. He's a 79 F-150 dump truck. And this is working Wednesday that you might have just stumbled into. And I want to eventually be working on people's stuff, my stuff. People be working on their stuff. And we can co-host it. And we can hang out on TikTok while we work on our own stuff on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock, right? That is the whole idea of working on Wednesdays. I never take the time to do my own projects. I'm always too busy being a yes man. Hey, can you? Yeah, sure I can. Hey, can you do this for me? Yeah, sure. You know what I mean? The most dangerous words a mechanic can say is, sure, I can do that. And then you'll never work on your own projects. You'll never LS swap a 79 F-150 dump truck. You just keep saying yes to everybody as a mechanic. So take the time for working Wednesdays, 6 o'clock, to work on your own stuff.
You ain't got a short well 10 mil out here, dude.
Oh, man. If you gotta have one, there's probably one in that little Survivor kit in there. But look in the other toolbox, the big one, in the top right-hand side. This is the worst TikTok live activity here, probably. Because I can't really... It's really hard to film this. But there's nothing really to see. It's just me trying to get these clips in. But that's why I need you to be commenting. What projects would you like to start to slowly accomplish 3 hours a week on Wednesday nights? You know what I mean? That's what I want to know. Pisses me off, man. Goes in there, but the clip don't hold it. Like it feels okay, and then you can still just fucking pull it out. This way. You know, sometimes the definition of insanity is to just keep trying the same thing over and over and over again and expect a different result. Yeah, that's also the definition of being a mechanic. Looks the same, feels the same. It's gotta be the same, right? Every other trending line, I put the clip in, and then I shove the line on over it. It gets right in there. Doesn't hurt that it's all like wedging up against my hands and cutting the shit out of my hand. Gotta be bent over in an uncomfortable position. Gotta get my no fucks givens going here. Quit giving a fuck. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh no, my seat cover. Try the bottom, you know what I mean? Can't get the top one, try the bottom one, right? Who's in my life? You got a comment saying, yo, what are you doing today? What's up? I'm done trying that. Upsetting is what that is. I think I'm gonna switch over to the shifter side of things here. See what we gotta do. You ever put a shifter in, bud?
Once or twice.
Huh?
Once or twice. What you got going on?
Well, I gotta put a shifter in. And I gotta make it fit on with this plate. Doesn't exactly have to be over the hole, you know what I mean? You just put it in there, hook up the cable.
You want to put it in there and park and training and park.
Right. So, do I just dig a hole where I want that? Slide this down in it, and then
You
mount
need
it?
to.
Does it need to be lined up with anything on the transmission? Because it's got a cable that goes up to here, so
No, it doesn't have to be lined up, but you do want to
make
put
sure
it to where
it's not going to hit
you're
your
going to
seat.
easily be able to route your cable, and your cable's not going to get bound up on anything.
Yeah. So that would be parked, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay. And then just as long as I put it somewhere where it's not going to hit the seat or the dash,
Yeah.
then it should be good.
Make sure you got clearance for all your gears, and make sure that cable ain't going to get bound up on nothing or be touching exhaust. Touching exhaust is a big thing. I'm not allowed to shift the cable.
Yeah, okay. Those training lines are
You don't have a
impossible to
whole lot
get
of
over.
exhaust, so I mean, you're doing it now, and you know, you could run the exhaust around the shifter cable if you wanted to.
Well, I could zip tie the cable somewhere. So they want you to put that on there. Gotcha. These things I cannot get in, I can get them in there, but then you can pull them back out. I've tried it about 10 different ways. Putting the line in, and then putting the clip in. Putting
I'll
the
tell you
clip
what
in,
I'd
and put the
do.
line in.
Is go ahead and hook your line up. Or do you already have your line hooked up?
That's what I'm trying to do. Get this in the side of the training. Now you're probably gonna think, well, how is that really different than just a piece of transmission line cut off? I don't know what that was. But that's fine. I'm just gonna shove my hose over that and run it up to that transcooler. Right?
This shouldn't have nothing to do with your training cable.
It doesn't, but I'm trying to do it.
Yeah,
So, and
I-
that's why I was trying to do the training shifter cup, because I've been trying to do that for too long. It's pissed me off.
So what's giving it? You sure?
You can't get it in there enough. You push it in there, and it's like this doesn't go in far enough. It goes in there fine without the clip. You know what I mean? You hold it up to the other piece, it's fine. I wonder if I like shaved a little of this part off, it would fit in there better. And go in there further. But it's like
I
it
tell
doesn't
you what,
go
you're
in
gonna
there
end
far
up
enough.
playing hell with that versus.
Sticking the training line back in, cut it off a little cleaner. Like, I hate to trust that without a flare, you know what I mean?
Well, on a 4L60, the one we were just doing over at Jason's house,
Yeah.
it's a fucking flared line with a nut that threads into the side of the train. And that was a 4L60 on an S10.
Oh, yeah, you can get a little thing. You take that little thing out,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can get that metal training line, or you can get a stub off. But these are $11.
I get that. I tell you what, though, you just threw $11 for it.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing you're gonna do to that to where it ain't gonna leak.
Yeah, unless you can get it in there. Might just put the line back in there and shove the hose over
Put
it.
the factory line in there with the factory fitting.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I've ever had good luck with. Any of the aftermarket shit I've ever personally tried is leaked.
Yeah.
I've also only tried like 2 aftermarket things, and they both leaked. It pissed me off. I was like, never doing this again.
Did one of them look like this?
No. It was more of like the one that I bought originally, it was like, I guess it was kind of like that. It just already had it like a line on it, like instead of that little fitting on the end, it came out in a curved line, and it was supposed to just like pop it with the nut, but it didn't work. I couldn't even get it in there. Oh, and you can't get that in there. It's starting to make sense, but
Yeah, it looks pretty much exactly the same though
I know.
as the factory line.
About to buy a bunch of fucking 10 mils.
Braylon asked me what I wanted for
Birthday?
Christmas. And I told her 10 mil wrench, 10 mil socket, 10 mil deep well, 3/8, quarter inch,
Well, I started out.
maybe
I
a
had that
10
deep
millimeter
well
ratcheting wrench.
I had a deep well 10, and then I was like, it's going to be kind of hard to get down to that bottom one with that, you know. Really need a short
Yeah.
well. And then I sat that one down somewhere, and it went missing. It done walked off to Mexico. And then I found a short well 10 mil, but it's a quarter inch ratchet, and I can't find a quarter inch ratchet anywhere.
Well, there might be one in that other toolbox, that big gray toolbox. To the top right hand side.
You keep doing what you're doing, I'll get this figured out though.
Alright. If you're asking me where a 10 mil is, you know what I mean? You know what the answer is going to be to that. So I think I found the problem here with them. Is, when you do hold it up to the factory line, that little cone thing, this aftermarket one has like an extra smudge.
It's just barely different end.
It's barely longer. It's like,
That barely is gonna fuck you.
it's somewhere between like a twat hair and, well, I probably shouldn't say the other word, but twat hair is probably okay. There's nothing wrong with twat waffle, right? So, I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do the right wrong thing, and I'm gonna grind it down. I think I'm gonna grind it down. You know what I mean? I already wasted the $11. I might as well ruin it. Might as well try it. Might as well see if I'm right in my diagnosis of this theory. Theoretical diagnosis. Quarter inch ratchet, probably not in there. We got a quarter inch ratchet, might be over here.
Yeah.
There you go, fella. Yeah, good night, really quarter inch ratchet, but the thing of a donger.
That must look
There you go.
a little thin though.
You look in there, there's almost
Oh, that's weird.
Well, I did, and
Yeah, the
It
gimbal
goes-
has a camera on it. It doesn't
it
know who to
goes
follow.
9, quarter inch, and then
How many
11.
people are on?
Two people. 0 comments, except Austin's. That's how it goes.
Yep. Not everyone's a real one, you know.
Not everybody wants to work. That's true. Working Wednesdays probably won't be a success at all. Nobody wants to work anymore.
I think it would be a success because everybody wants to watch somebody work on some.
Right, yeah. I don't care. I still make fucking 24 cents working on my own shit, and I've never done that before, so.
You made money working on
Gotcha,
your own shit?
Gotcha, fuckers. Yeah.
You actually made money?
Yeah, because, see, I'm trying to get
Hey.
these cat goals, right? If I get these cats,
Pull keys out.
it's like 25 cents.
I don't think he's in it.
The kid's in there doing the measure
I
buttons.
think
He's
I get that. I was just waiting for him to hit the starter or something. Yeah.
yeah.
Ah.
Push the start. Oh, jeez.
That's not quite what he's saying.
You're the first participant in working Wednesdays.
2 times in a row.
Two times in a row. Well, you're working today on your own personal project.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wait till we have working like things going on in my house.
Yeah, we're gonna have all
Man,
kinds of
Jason's
work
got
Wednesdays.
a fucking buddy that if I wouldn't spend the money on this Trans Am, he's got a 4-post lift
Yeah.
with like a $1,500 center jack
Yeah.
for $2,500.
That's pretty cheap. to seal up or not, but you know, I've already gotta reset my goal. Oh my gosh, Gilbert gave me all my cats. He sent me the daily Harveys. See, Olivia, come here. I'll show you. Are you ready for it, Gilbert? Are you ready for the meow? He's ready for it. You just gotta wait for your best friend to show up. You sent my goal. See, Gilbert sent me my goal, right? And he joined my fan club last week. So that's how you make the goals. And everyone is a coin, and a coin is like a penny.
Oh, snap.
And he gave me my whole goal. And then now I get to reset my goal because Gilbert loves me so much. Thank you, Gilbert. Thank you so much. You ready for it? Meow.
Oh.
Meow. I'm supposed to do it 20 times. Meow, 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 meow. Set up a new goal. I've already achieved my goal for today.
Gilbert, I ain't asking for no money, but if you want to see some V6 nitrous smiley curl with burnouts, go over to Hallam's Hot Rods.
Hallam's Hot Rods. Get in there.
Covered on all your shenanigans.
Yeah. If you like nitrous V6 burnouts, go check out Hallam's Hot Rods. He's got a good channel. I'm trying to get corny in here, folks. We've already got the cats. We've got to get the corn. Trying to go to that corn. There is more than corn than Indiana, but there's less every day here. Pinning my life goal. Trying to get these 8 corns. Trying to get to 5,000 followers. That's what I'm trying to do. Good channel, Gilbert.
Open?
Here I am trying to, you know, you buy this stuff on Amazon. It's supposed to fix your problems, and these training lines are supposed to do the same size, but they're not. So sometimes you gotta break out the old make it the right size machine. You know what I mean? Gonna get the OG file out here and just kind of do it by hand, you know what I mean? Take a little bit off. I don't know if this is gonna seal up or not, but after you spend the money on something and you can't send it back, I'm trying everything possible. It already doesn't work, so. I mean, it's actually,
Everything's so fancy. You even got the pin still in the jack, so when you grab the top handle, it doesn't just yank out in your hand.
yeah, it doesn't have the quick detached cheater pipe extension in.
I don't think I'd call that an upgrade.
It's not an upgrade. It's an optional feature. We're in the same place as always, the garage over here, the shop, and we're in the carport now because I was in there doing a little bit of stuff, and gotta get the gimbal on the move, trying to get this training line in there, and I don't really want to just use the factory line and shove the hose over it and a clamp like I feel like most people do. And I bought these things and they're too long, so then I've been in there grinding them down, trying to get it going on. So do you remember this in my live, Gilbert, from 2 weeks ago when there was like some drama, some noise, some door beating and stuff? Well, the guy over here across the road passed away that day, like while it was on TikTok Live. God rest his soul. And whether I'll get this to seal up or not, I'm just wasting my time. Also a possibility. Make it happen here, folks. Make it happen, garage. This is what I had to take off of this amount here. Look at the difference in this. Right. It's like they don't even know what size a 4L60 training line is supposed to be. Yeah. It's in there worse somehow. Looks like we're going with the factory training lines after all. We're going with the factory lines after all, folks. Forget about it. Just do the lazy thing. Get this unit on the road. That's what I'm going for tonight. We want to Hey guys, you tonight. Let me know what some of the projects you're working on. That's what I want to know. Projects. I work on them on Wednesdays. You can do that with me. Live. I'd love a co-host. You know what I mean? You're working on your project. I'm working on mine. We're still hanging out. I did that on my lives last week, that if you record it and you have music playing in the background and then you want to go just like upload your live to your YouTube for like some long form content, then it'll take all your sound away because it's a copyrighted sound. You know what I mean? They don't want Godsmack and like just switching engage. You know what I mean? So this has got to be a shoppable live here, right? And I'm trying to showcase some of these items here. Let me get another item pinned in my showcase. I've already got a whole alphabet in there. Oh, I just got tranny fluid all over my shoe. That was a classic moment. Anyways, unpin my alphabet. Copy that. Got it. Yeah. There we go. And these down here. These are a pretty good deal. If you like this item, they're pretty good. She Legit Honey sticks. Better alternative. They're pretty good. 29,000 people, you know, look at that. Because it's good. It'll definitely give you some energy.
Fuck yeah.
I guess this training line setup really didn't work awful. You know what I mean? I think old Austin here, he's from Hallam's Hot Rods. He's on the horn over there in lieu of a 78 Smokey and the Bandit Trans Am. Yeah, you heard me right. Yeah. that doesn't get you a little excited about a little bit of eastbound to down action. I don't even know what does, you know what I mean? That's pretty cool. I mean, who doesn't want to be Burt Reynolds in a Black Trans Am? Am I right? What was that here? Purified squid. I'm gonna go out here, over here. There we go. Gimbal activated. I'll see if I can get these in here and see how and where I would like to cut them. You know what I mean? Just gonna go with the factory lines. Whoop.
I'm heading out of town this weekend. When could I come and look at it? Yeah. Oh, I get it, man. I make bad decisions too. Well, shit, man. Did Jason show you what I was working with right now? So I got a fucking 81 Monte Carlo with an SS running on it. And yeah, dude, it looks like I just picked the motherfucker up right out of the south side of Chicago. But man, I'd be interested in getting it just to try and see if I could get a title for it and shit. Just do what I want to do.
Hard to see where I want it in there, you know what I mean? Oh, hey, Jessica. Not far from home in this live, are ya?
Yeah, it's hard to pass that up. Oh, I see what you mean with that part.
Now, if you look down here in where the little heart is, and if you click on this and put it in your cart, you're gonna have to buy it. If you put it in your cart, it counts as a shoppable live for me. Or if you click the mirror.
No.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get in that motherfucker like man, it looks pretty fucking simple, so I mean, I don't.
I'm gonna have to go cut this line. Go get me a little line cutter.
Always right out, ready for back.
Wait right by.
Looks like a solid car. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. I'm sure the weight distribution on them is better too. But what are you doing with the coop? You know what you're putting in that yet? That's not bad. Yeah. Oh, damn. That'd be good. Fuck yeah. Completely understand that. If you do want to get rid of it,
Well, still looking for a line cutter, and I think I might just have to like Resort. Now, hey there, Montgomery. Welcome to my live stream. Good to see you here for Working Wednesday, bud. Purchase product number 1, purchase number 2, product number 2 to the cart. I appreciate that so much, guys. Very good. We can share out the live. I can go ahead and, if you're looking for this, I can pin something else. If you're ready for me to pin something else here, I gotta learn how to do it. Unpinned my item there. Let's see if I can pin something else for us. Now, these trailer lights, I've had them, and I sold an item. Amazing.
Yeah, I'll fucking swing through there tomorrow.
This is great. First item sold in a live. Very good.
It'll probably be right at 6.
Austin's getting a good deal on a Trans Am, maybe.
Alright, right on. Thanks,
That's why I'm so excited. It's good to notice when you have stuff on your face when you're on here on the TikTok Live. Maybe get this, there we go. We got this Bronzel milk thistle. It'll be good in there. That's a pretty good item. It'll help you feel good. You know what I mean? Lots of vitamins, lots of herbs. Let's see if I can find my trailer lights here in my showcase so I can get those on there. The trailer lights are very high quality. Removable, magnetic, Bluetooth, wireless. Now you only have to worry about having your lights on one trailer. Don't forget to take them. No, go ahead and pin this item here. Got that for you. That's a flash sale on these trailer lights now. It's a 2-day flash sale. Look how they're on sale from $110 to $49. That's a great deal on those. A great deal. I had some, and then my ramp fell, and it smashed them off there. So it wasn't exactly the trailer light's fault. It was like, you know, like destiny. It was just totally destiny. Can't have nothing nice. That's how long an alpha fuel lasts, from 6 o'clock until 7:41. That's pretty good alpha fuel right there. Ladder rack seat in, good to see you, buddy. What are you working on? How's your LS swap coming along? I'm here looking for a line cutter, trying to get my training lines ran. Don't buy these things to shove it in your 4L60. They won't go in there. They won't fit. So that's what I'm messing around with. I got my transcooler installed. We've got it running. It's gonna work on my shifter here in a little bit, but I figured I'd try to work on the training lines first. Still got to go to Napa, get some hose. You know how it goes. If you need some trailer lights, I know you got a trailer, man, and you probably got 3 of them, and you could only have 1 set of tail lights if you get these down here. They're on sale. That's a really good deal for them. Usually use the flare fittings. So I see that there's a kind that you can get now that thanks for that #1 gifter badge there, appreciate it. They're looking, and they thread into the side of the transmission, and then you can put your line on it or whatever. That does make sense. I should have got those, but I got these too long ago to send them back, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm kind of stuck with it. But I was thinking about, it's a 4L60 and it's a stock motor, so I was just thinking about like cutting this off like right here and shoving up 3/8 hose over there and then double clamping it, hoping for the best. I've seen some other LS swaps and that's absolutely all they're doing. I feel like I'm a step ahead because I'm doing a transcooler anyways. So. I don't know if I'll be able to find a line cutter. Like, there's normally a line cutter in there. Where's your line cutter at, Kevin? That's what I need to know. Got 14 of them at home. Do you need anything else to be pinned in our gallery here. The shop is looking great today. Incredible. Wow, 2 items sold. Great. This is the best live I've ever had. Killing it. Now, I will repin these Alpha Fuels here because they're so good that they deserve a double pin right here. When you travel, you're supposed to pack everything, including the kitchen sink. Oh, makes sense. Barb fitting and flare, the straight part. Makes sense. You need fuel rails. Do you need the 2? I already probably know which one you need. You need the one without the return right, and then you're gonna run the Corvette servo. So you only need the 1 rail line, or you need the 2 rail lines. I do have some extra 2 rail lines because I find it with this tank, it's easier just to not have to run that line all the way back to the tank or whatever. Just from the servo pump or the filter regulator. I didn't bring a kitchen sink, but I'm probably gonna use somebody else's kitchen sink before I wash my hands, you know what I mean? 4L60 me this, 4L60 me that, you know what I mean? I do think they'll stay on there. You know, how many hose clamps or tranny lines that are still holding on to this day with just like 1 hose clamp, you know, tighten down every 6 months. That was a pretty good idea just to flare this, you know what I mean? I don't know if I have a flare kit over here or not though. I'm gonna wait, gonna do something else. I'm gonna start working on this shifter, but I don't have my grinder here. I hate it when I get on, when I get it on here, you know, at 6 o'clock. I might have to move work on Wednesday to be like 7:30 because nobody shows up till 8 o'clock when I'm about ready to get off. Alright, thanks for the support, Ladder and C10. I love you, buddy. You got it going on. I love your channel, man. I love your content. I love your mobile toolbox. Your mobile toolbox has inspired me to like do that in the bed of the Honchero, right? Except make it removable, but maybe like have an alarm on it. You know what I mean? Regular guy Tommy, how you doing, man? We're here working Wednesday, working on Chuck the dump truck, trying to get some tranny lines ran. Not having too much luck. Can't find my tools. That's how it goes. So now I was thinking about doing this. We got to figure out where I'm gonna put this shifter in here. I didn't want to do it alone, so we're doing it on TikTok Live. What are you working on, regular guy Tommy? You gotta let me know in the comments here, man. What are some of your projects? I know you love cleaning your house. Man, they sure give you enough cable, don't they? It's a long cable. It's a lot of cable they got here. I got one of my corns. I'm sorry I didn't say whoever got my corn for me. If you click my name up here in the heart, right? You click on the heart box over here. Click over there. Click the heart next to my name. Go down there, join my fan club, you'll get your subscription badge. You know, every week you come back, get those engagement points. And that's how you get somewhere in TikTok. Those engagement points. A real whole thing. I do think that the only place I'm gonna have to run this fancy unit is over there in the corner. Sometimes I really wish I would have planned something out, but then at the same time, I know if I planned it out, I never would have really started just doing it. You know what I mean? Sculpt and Sweat, how you doing? Staying fit? Staying jacked? What's your project? What are you working on? Got any projects you could work on Wednesday night? A couple hours at a time on the old TikTok live, my friend. I know we can get you in here as a co-host. I like to see what you guys are doing. I can't be the only one with a bunch of silly projects. I want to see everybody else's. I love the camaraderie of us working on them together. Wednesday nights, 6 o'clock. It might be Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. You know what I mean? Great shot of me there. Thank you for liking my live. It really helps me if you go down here to my cart and add this stuff to your cart. If you click on the little meow right here, the little meow, or the little cart down here, or the pinned item, those are gonna be the items that help me the most. If you go down there and do that, and sharing out the live to your friends. Also, so I wonder how you're supposed to be able to tell how far this goes down. No other way than to cut a hole, I think. Thank you for liking my live. Keep tapping that screen. Let's go, people. At 10,000 likes, we're sent out to the For You page, which means that when people are scrolling, they're gonna wind up in here, looking at my face all close up. You know what I mean? Desheaved that. This is the B&M 4L60 4LED shifter. Amazon special. Probably could have got it on the TikTok shop, but I wasn't a TikToker back then. I think you could probably buy all the things you need. So let's swap something in the TikTok shoppy shop. But I don't know. I like it as position, right? What do you guys think about that? It's a pretty good position for such a shifting device. I'm not so worried about this hole up here. You know what I mean? What you guys doing today? What are you working on for working Wednesday? Let me know. Trying to figure out where to put my shifter. It is in park, but it's a little too far forward there, so I think it would be considered a no-go. But if I do put it right here, I don't know if I have enough clearance down underneath to be able to get it in there. And I think if I put it like right here, probably looking pretty good. Then it'll be out of the way. Guess I could put it anywhere. I wonder if I have more room over here. Definitely looks like I have more room over here. Route it under the drive shafts. Is that okay to do? I do think I'm gonna put it like right here. It'll look like a good place. It's gonna be a little bit of a long reach over here, but it does look like I'll have more room. Just when I go to put this plate on, might be able to barely fit in there, you know. Gonna be a tight one. Kind of hard to plan one of these things out all the way and know where everything's gonna go before, you know. I don't think anybody really does, unless you've done this kind of thing before. And I haven't, so I think that's a lot of it. It's just kind of figuring out where to put stuff and put it there and hoping that it works. I want to be sure that wherever I do put this, I've got the room underneath. Pretty good place for it about right here. Not Baby Yoda. Does that mean you're the real Yoda? Let me know in those comments. Let's go right here with it. Final answer. Let's send it, folks. If it's too big, I can always wiggle it around in there. Move it over a little bit. If I can just scratch a line with this screwdriver. I was about to say I need a marker, but... Even out, scratch it out, right? Am I right, folks? Am I right? Mark that out pretty good. It's actually starting to get dark out here. But that's alright. It's a little warm still. Yeah. This time of year it's still a little warm. Still a little toasty. It's still a little toasty. Like a good one. I was thinking the same thing, buddy. Oh, that is funny. I am gonna need a grinder though. Didn't bring a grinder. Good thing about a project this big is if you can't do what you planned to come do, you still got something to do. Does that make a project? Anybody ever told you an LS swap will take you a couple days? know what I just remembered? This shift kit came with a template. A template. I guess I'll probably never find a piece of paper that I haven't seen in 6 months. It's probably asking for a lot. The template would be nice. But I got my shoppables in today. Got 2 hours into work at Wednesday. I've got my 1 viewer. I've hit my daily goal. Got one of my corns in. 1.3 thousand likes. Got things purchased from my shop. This has been a great TikTok live. And I am gonna hop off up here. It's been another great working Wednesday. Don't know that I actually got anything done on Chuck today, but I've got my mind wrapped around a lot of things, and I'm gonna go look for a piece of paper. So, talk to you later. Follow me, get at me, join my club. See you next Wednesday.